What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gamecocks offense will be first on the attack. And boy, do these guys present a problem no matter what you try to stop, David, with this quarterback and running back combination.
Man, this is a true pick your poison, right? You got a great back, a great quarterback. Like, this offense can hurt you.
He's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hard running there.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to getting the first down.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's open on the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Touchdown Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in that defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete. There he goes. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up, you create momentum juice, it could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Hankerson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, a lot of space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college.
What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going right to work up top. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quickly to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it left. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Card. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got him. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Beavers Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the counter play, finding open areas. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps it going. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, the ground game. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Safe completion on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. We saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spray a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. Hurley on the Jets. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making. And they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Pulls it in. It's Clemens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Beavers in the hurry out.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air, it's Murphy. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Nice throw to keep running. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets away from one. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Clock still running, headed toward a minute and a half to play. He's looking to throw. Slips away. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. to pass. Mack's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Murphy. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got him downfield. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Got to find a completion on this one. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.